Now we're going to go to our exclusive with longtime Wheel of Fortune host Pat Sajak. He's sitting down for his first interview since he had that emergency surgery that temporarily forced him off the show.
The studio lights glimmered softly, casting a warm glow over the iconic spinning wheel. For decades, Pat Sajak had been the calm, steady presence at the heart of Wheel of Fortune, guiding contestants with effortless charm and quiet authority. But on June 7, 2025, he would sit in the center of a silence he had rarely known, preparing to step away from a career that had become inseparable from American television itself. His departure shocked fans worldwide, not for rumors of scandal or fatigue, but for a deeply personal reason that few could have anticipated. Born Patrick Leonard Sajak on October 26, 1946, in Chicago, Illinois, Sajak's path to stardom was anything but typical. The working-class streets of Chicago shaped a boy who would learn resilience and composure long before he ever faced the cameras. He grew up amidst industry, grit, and the constant hum of a city that demanded tenacity. Unlike many television personalities whose lives seemed scripted from the outset, Sajak's story twisted through unexpected detours, from college radio to a war zone, and eventually to living rooms across America. In the 1960s, Sajak attended Columbia College, Chicago, where he immersed himself in communications. He found solace behind the microphone, crafting a voice that could command attention without demanding it. As a student, he took risks, working as a DJ while still completing coursework, an early sign of the relentless drive that would define his career. But life had other plans. From 1968 to 1970, he served in the United States Army during the Vietnam War. There, his weapon wasn't a rifle, it was his voice. As a disc jockey for Armed Forces Radio, he greeted soldiers with levity, using humor and music to soothe the tension of combat. His line, "Good Morning Vietnam," would echo years later, immortalized in film, yet Sajak had lived it firsthand, offering hope in the midst of chaos. Returning to civilian life, Sajak's transition into television began in the 1970s as a weatherman at KNBC in Los Angeles. Audiences noticed immediately that he wasn't just reading temperatures, he was creating a connection. His calm tone, subtle humor, and quiet presence set him apart in a city brimming with flamboyant broadcasters. One of those watching was Merv Griffin, creator of Wheel of Fortune, who recognized a rare talent, a host who could let the show shine, while leaving contestants at the center of attention. In 1981, Pat Sajak replaced Chuck Woolery, a decision that drew skepticism from network executives. Many feared Sajak's understated style was too ordinary for a national game show, but Griffin's insistence proved prescient. By 1983, Wheel of Fortune entered national syndication, and Sajak's presence became ubiquitous. It wasn't just the spinning wheel or the puzzles, it was the human touch he brought. He guided contestants as if they were old friends, injecting moments of humor, reassurance, and respect without ever dominating the spotlight. By 1982, Vanna White stepped in as the show's co-host, transforming the dynamic of Wheel of Fortune. Her elegance, grace, and subtle humor complemented Sajak's calm authority, creating a partnership that would redefine game show history. Together, they became not only hosts but symbols of consistency, warmth, and familiarity in a rapidly evolving television landscape. In 1989, Sajak took a risk, hosting The Pat Sajak Show, a late-night program on CBS aimed at competing with Johnny Carson. The gamble faltered, ratings struggled. The show folded within a year, but Sajak returned to Wheel of Fortune undeterred. That experience reinforced a lesson he would carry for decades. Even the most composed personalities take risks, and failure doesn't define legacy, it sharpens it. Through the 1990s and 2000s, Sajak's humor grew sharper, more sardonic, occasionally surprising contestants and viewers alike. His voice became one that could guide, tease, and comment with equal skill. Social media expanded the reach of his personality, amplifying praise and criticism in equal measure. By 2019, Sajak faced a personal health scare. Emergency intestinal surgery forced him to step away temporarily. Why? Revealing just how deeply his presence was woven into the show's fabric. Fans expressed widespread concern, and for the first time, the absence of his calm, steady presence was palpable. Sajak's career wasn't without controversy. Social media clipped moments of sarcasm, misinterpreted gestures, and occasional jokes as signs of impatience. One viral clip in 2021 showed Sajak jokingly telling a contestant to unclog your mouth, sparking debates about humor, sensitivity, and audience perception. Another in 2023 showed him placing a contestant in a playful headlock. To some, these moments were harmless spontaneity. To others, they highlighted the evolving standards of conduct in televised entertainment. The network remains silent, allowing public discourse to interpret each moment independently. Beyond the studio, Sajak expressed conservative political views, drawing attention to his support of Republican candidates and involvement with Hillsdale College, a conservative institution. Social media controversies, including a 2014 climate change tweet, stirred debates about the balance between personal expression and public responsibility. Images of Sajak with figures such as Marjorie Taylor Greene in 2022 reignited discussions about political alignment and its potential impact on a traditionally neutral game show. Meanwhile, Wheel of Fortune itself navigated technological evolution without sacrificing its essence. In 1997, the manual puzzle board gave way to touch-activated monitors, modernizing the game without diminishing Vanna White's iconic letter-turning gestures. By 2011, the transition to high-definition television brought gleaming LED displays and polished sets. Yet longtime viewers immediately recognized that the game remained fundamentally unchanged. The formula spin, guess, celebrate was timeless. The show's consistency earned it a unique place in broadcast history. In 2021, Guinness World Records recognized Pat Sajak and Vanna White as the longest-running game show host duo in U.S. television history. Over nearly 4 decades, they weathered network changes, viral controversies, and industry shifts. Yet Wheel of Fortune remained a staple of American culture. Audiences returned not for spectacle, but for familiarity, comfort, and the sense of routine that only a show with enduring heart could provide. Controversies occasionally rose from the puzzles themselves, reminding viewers that even innocent moments could spark strong reactions. In 2015, a round featuring the puzzle A Streetcar Named Desire briefly appeared to form an offensive racial slur, igniting online outrage. Sony quickly clarified that it was unintentional, demonstrating how perception alone could drive backlash. Similarly, in 2018, the flossing round highlighted the tension between rigid game rules and common-sense fairness. Audiences debated whether strict adherence to procedure sometimes overshadowed genuine knowledge, a conversation that resurfaced in 2022 with the viral Another Feather in Your Cap puzzle. These moments underscored how the show, though beloved, was not immune to controversy, and how interpretation often mattered as much as intention. Sajak's farewell to Wheel of Fortune was deeply personal, reflective, and moving. In his final episode, he made clear that the heart of the show had never been him, it had always been the contestants. Each taping introduced 3 new people, each bringing unique stories, humor, and humanity into the studio. Most of all, Sajak celebrated his decades-long partnership with Vanna White. For over 40 years, the two had shared not just a stage, but a rhythm, trust, and mutual respect that transcended performance. In his final episode, he lauded her unassuming yet commanding presence, emphasizing how her consistency, warmth, and humility elevated the show from mere entertainment to a kind of family. Their connection, built over countless episodes, extended beyond the cameras, demonstrating that friendship and collaboration could endure even under the intense demands of television. Sajak's farewell was not just a goodbye to a career, but a heartfelt acknowledgement of the people, relationships, and shared moments that had made Wheel of Fortune a beloved part of countless lives. In celebrating contestants, crew, and co-host alike, he reminded viewers that the true magic of the show lay in its human stories, its laughter, and its enduring bonds. Finally, Sajak reflected on the joy of mentoring his daughter, Maggie Sajak, who served as the show's social correspondent, bringing fresh perspective to the program. He acknowledged the steadfast support of his wife, Leslie Brown, and their son, Patrick, crediting them as the personal foundation that allowed him to thrive in the public eye. As he bid farewell, Sajak reminded viewers that Wheel of Fortune was more than a game, it was a ritual, a space for connection, a testament to consistency, and a mirror to the human experience. When the wheel spun for the last time, it wasn't merely the end of an era for Pat Sajak. It was the culmination of a lifetime dedicated to creating joy, suspense, and human connection. Audiences didn't just witness a game, they shared in a story of resilience, humor, integrity, and the subtle art of letting others shine. In the end, the legacy of Wheel of Fortune is inseparable from the quiet, steady presence of Pat Sajak, a man whose journey from Chicago to the living rooms of America became a lesson in humility, mastery, and enduring charm. If you enjoyed this tribute to Sajak and Wheel of Fortune, don't forget to like, share, and celebrate the laughter, stories, and memories that made the show unforgettable. Thanks for watching.